beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at the 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Check. Right there.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Sets up fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
It's on the board, very positive for a bit better about it. If you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up
10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this off to Gurley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon Davis able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down. looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua being chased out left. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Coup now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Kaminsky. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
And this is caught inside the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Tua, the final shot before half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it
got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this, because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Mike Pennell. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field, so...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will happen more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. After
what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 94 yards. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain. And now you're looking at 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.